Hi everyone, this is Salvi with your Vtuber news today. Before we get into the news, please hit the subscribe, like, and maybe even hit the bell notification icon, and let's get into the first story that we have today. I am still bringing this up because I still don't want people to forget. This is a moment that no one should forget, should not be forgotten in Vtuber history. I do understand agencies can do better. Agencies can have mess ups, and they can fix it. For example, Hololive, who I have criticized in the past, has fixed issues that they have done. Yes, they have had issues that should never have happened to begin with, but of the big two, they are the one that is actively looking like they're going to be trying to fix what's going on. And I heavily respect them for doing that. But Nijisanji still hasn't learned. Nijisanji still sees themselves as the big ones, as the ones who are the reason why anyone is popular. It's more like you can do nothing without us, instead of the other way around. And they learned, they didn't learn, but they were shown that that is not true. Why? Because, look what happened with Selen. Selen had that situation where she was terminated, and there you go. You have her now doing extremely well as Dokibird, and Nijisanji EN started dying off at that point. We have, of course, the Mega Thread compilation a year ago from virtual YouTubers of when Selen joined, November 26th. All the stuff like that. Contest letting fans know her next outfit. Announces the tournament organizing was canceled. Uploads the cover of Last Cup of Coffee. And then we know what happened after that. Then we know also we have in February of last year, later February of last year, we had the black screen stream, and now we have the situation that we have now, where they have suffered, the people of the black screen stream, and others have suffered. This is something that should never be forgotten. Like I said, it should never be forgotten, because this was a huge screw up. And let's see what people have to say. So chilling, remembering that it was so bad she could have lost her life twice. Infuriating that Niji did not seem to care. Here's what really ticked me off. I'll be honest with you. Yes, the fact that she was bullied and harassed and everything so much in the company that she felt it was the only solution was the final solution of taking her life twice. And then after that, after she was finally starting to get things back up, after she was finally starting to get into the swing of things, she did a Neopet stream. And then the black screen stream happened. That was in, I think, maybe 2 or 3 days after she came back or something like that. The black screen stream happened. And she had a panic attack. And she had to end the stream immediately. You don't do that. That is bullying. That is like the bullies getting the chance to harass her again. I'm not saying that they were actually the bullies, but I'm talking about Nijisanji as the bullies. I'm not saying that Selen, Vox, or Ike were bullies behind the scenes. We have no proof of that. That is just a rat. But I am saying that Nijisanji was able to bully her again and able to harass her again with what they allowed to happen with the black screen stream. Whether they were forced or not to do it, it still happened. And if they were forced to do it, Nijisanji is even more evil for forcing people to do something like that. This is a very smooth graph. A smooth graph of loss of subs. As you can see here, this is Vox Akuma's channel. It is steadily losing. In about a couple of months, it's losing every couple of months. It loses about 10K. That is a lot. That is more subscribers than I have in my total channel. So that is, for me, just relatively, it is a huge jump. Now, I have heard, just to be fully honest here and even, I have heard that this happens a lot with huge channels. You'll have an up and down swing, but here's the issue. He's having no upswing. There are no gains of subscribers or anything of that sort. So it seems like it's just a drop. This does make sense, of course, because of the black screen stream. A lot of people who maybe were a little bit more moderate have left. A lot of his people will see him as his Kami Oshi, their kindred as they call each other, or whatever it ends up being. Those more than likely will not leave because those are the extremely dedicated, extremely parasocial fans. I'm not talking about like the good type of parasocial where you're supporting somebody and you just want to watch them. I'm talking about the bad parasocial where they see him as their king, as someone for a romantic sense, that type of thing. That type of parasocial is what I'm talking about. Those are the ones who stick with him. And of course, everyone else who is moderate, either because he's not streaming anymore, or not as much as before, or, they just moved on after the black screen stream. It happens. A bit of a funny moment is Parrot dropping another video. Negligible, no money, let them die. Nijisanji announces 50% drop in English VTuber revenue, decides to abandon them. Yes, it has abandoned them for a very long time. Of course, Parrot gets a lot of hate, but Parrot is what a parrot is. It's just parroting the stuff in 4chan, making it interesting, doing his edits, doing things like that. He does it very well. He's the best one out of all of them as far as I've seen when it comes to the VTuber stuff. And it is something that other people have emulated, and he has created his own little genre there of, you know, doing that kind of stuff. I respect him a lot, and I respect anyone who tries to do the same stuff, because it ain't easy. It's going to get you a lot of hate very quickly. So it ain't easy, but I'm glad he has this. And of course, another video to show the drop of Nijisanji. Dokibird is getting some random hate. What I mean by this, Dokibird, from what I have seen, when I've seen her play Marvel Rivals and other games like that, but mainly Marvel Rivals, she is a support main, as far as I know. I don't know exactly who she is the main with, like who she mains does. I think she does the one that has that circle around her, that has like the beats. I forget her name. I'm sorry, I'm not that great with Marvels. But I do know that she is a Marvel Rivals support main for the most part. She's really good at it too. That's how she got to Grandmaster and other things like that. So she's really good as a supporter. We have this guy, just a rando, named Object. Just reported Dokibird, paying for boost, generally LMAO, 4.6k damage. What are you doing all game? Healing? Question mark? That's what she's doing. A healer, a support does not, look, I've played it enough. They do not do a lot of damage. Heck, when I do Rocket Raccoon, I'll be lucky if I get 1k damage, but I'm getting 20, 30k healing, because that's what you do. You're doing you're doing what you're supposed to be doing as a healer. Right here it says, how dare healers heal? Bro was mad she was doing her job as a support, and they're all laughing, and then there's Dad, Doki Amber Doge, the dog, with the weird anger. Imagine your healer healing. Healer, why you do no damage? Yeah, it's just really dumb. I'm sorry, this is really dumb. And of course, she took it in stride, because she always takes it in stride. She never lets this type of negativity get to her. She's had a lot of experience with negativity on the big hard side and on just, you know, regular stuff that happens in, you know, her regular stuff that she does. When it comes to this, it's just somebody being, I don't know, being toxic, which Marvel Rivals and a lot of these types of games do end up having. And of course, down here it goes, Object was definitely being an object, loved Doki's response, basically, Object, what are you doing? Doki, my job? Because yeah, as a support, you're supposed to be doing your job that way. Does he think playing Final Fantasy 14 or something? Very good question. Dokibird chat W, some gamers just can't reflect on their failures when they lose a game. She did 46k heals in that game, by the way. So that's why. She was doing 10 times the heals, which is exactly what you're supposed to be doing. Like I said, when I play Rocket Raccoon or another healer, I'm doing 20k, 30k heals, and I'm doing maybe 500 to 1,000 damage. If I'm good, if I'm lucky, I get to do maybe 2,000 damage, maybe more. But the majority of what I do is healing, because that's what you're supposed to do. As a healer, you have very low DPS, so you are damage per second, so you are not really suited for doing any damage, period. Amaris Sayo from AStars Production, who had taken a health hiatus on December 17th, has decided to finally graduate, to just graduate for probably personal reasons, probably for the health reasons as well. Let's take a look at what they have to say. Of course, AStars Production says here, of course, it's basically the graduation of their VTuber. It says here, important announcement from AStars Production. Regrets to announce that our talent Amaris Sayo will be graduating from AStars Production on February 28, 2025. Both the talent and the production was discussed and agreed upon both by both parties. Basically, they discussed it and they both mutually agreed that it is the best for her to graduate, for them to graduate. In the past, talent has stopped doing activities since December 16th due to health problems. After that, there was a discussion with production about graduating in order to have time to fully recuperate. The production itself has taken the talent's health as a priority. One priority, therefore, led to this conclusion. We would like to thank all of Amaris Sayo's fans for always supporting and encouraging the talent. Pre-graduation activities will be announced on Amaris Sayo's X channel. If you have any questions about this, please contact AStars Production via the contact channel on the website, which is right there. And do not, of course, as always, do not contact the talents inside the agency when asking about these things, unless they say, you know, there's a question and answer specific thing that you can see. Not always going to happen, but it is something that can happen sometimes. But of course, we're going to move on to who Amaris Sayo is. Amaris Sayo is this person here, AStars Production. Amakara, the outcast demon girl. And here is them mentioning their graduation announcement. And people responding. Love you, my sis. Amakara will be forever 4. Their genmates, her genmates, are saying, you know, basically they'll be forever 4. Of course, you know, smiles and stuff in Thai. I believe this is all Thai. Saying thank you for everything. This is always a sad moment, because there is a community, a fan base, who will now be without their Oshi. That is painful because I have lost Oshis before, so I understand that pain. I do wish them the best, and I do hope that there's solace in knowing that their Oshi is going to be recovering. They're doing it for their health and not for other, dubious reasons or for other drama that's happening. She's going on hiatus as we move to Perry Winkleton over here, who is a female English virtual YouTuber and a member of StellarVerse Productions' first generation. We have them here. Hello, Wigglers. Due to health reasons, Perry will be taking a 2-week hiatus from streaming. Thank you for your support of Perry. Due to health reasons, Perry will be taking a 2-week hiatus from streaming to focus on recovery. The meet and greet originally planned for February 9th will be moved to a future date. We ask for the understanding of the community as we wait for Perry's return. Thank you for your support of Perry. And of course, hoping for a speedy recovery, hoping the best for Perry, wishing the best. Please take your time to recover, take care. And Perry Winkleton did respond and said, just need some time right now. I'm sorry. And health is the absolute most important thing you can have. You have to take care of it because once it starts disappearing, once it starts dropping, then it is very hard to recover from a huge health drop. It's very hard to recover once you already have an acute illness and you haven't protected yourself from it. You haven't done what you can to recover from it. It can get worse and worse. So I applaud Perry for taking the break and StellarVerse Pro for professionally going and announcing to everybody that this break is going to happen. So of course, everyone here, myself included, says, of course, I did say she doesn't need to apologize because for that, you obviously don't need to apologize. Of course, you say, I'm sorry because, you feel you fail your fans, that type of stuff. But rest and recovery is the most important thing. And there's no need to apologize when you're doing it for health. If it's just for, like, oops, you messed up and you did something really bad, you made a huge mistake, that's when you apologize. Health is not a mistake. If you got ill, that's not a mistake. It's just something you need to recover for. Caillou, who is the the sole developer, as far as I know, of Holocure, has had his Reddit account hacked and he ended up deleting it. Why did he end up deleting it? Because the Reddit account was putting on some OF content. I'm not going to mention the name of it, of the site, because TOS a lot of times gets you when you do that. So the OF content was posted on there. It is deleted. And of course, they ended up deleting it himself because he also verified that it was deleted. He deleted it himself. And this is a scary part. That's why two-factor authentication helps. But remember, two-factor authentication is not foolproof. If you end up downloading a file that is an exe or whatever like that, it can end up making a batch file that will take your session token. What the session token is a lot of websites use that to make it easier for, like, instead of like you logging in every single time you end up going online, it logs in for you. It already has everything ready. That's how sometimes you can just turn on your computer, open up Firefox or Chrome or whatever, and then immediately you're already logged into YouTube. So make sure not to allow that to happen. Of course, don't download any files unless you know who's sending it to you. And of course, these things, he probably had a session token taken from him, or it was actually hacked the regular way. We won't know until he actually says something, but I'm glad that at the very least, the reputation has not been sullied and they were able to get it deleted, get it removed, what have you, quick enough for there not to be any issues. Michi Mochi V. Michi, as she's known, is someone who is very unique in the way she does it. She has her own comedy, her own way of doing things. I love it because she is another survivor of the Nijisanji stuff. And of course, not going to put too much drama in here because she doesn't like too much drama. But I do love the creativity she has here. I don't doubt that this was Michi's idea to put these things in here. I have no doubt that these pictures, these specific things that were used here were Michi's idea. It says, I'm Michi Mochi V. I stream on I have a banger merch. It's super cool. Both are super cool. I won't remember writing this at all, but trust me, it's so cool. Buy my merch now and subscribe to my channel because I'm so cool. And there you go. At the end, that's her. I'll just leave it at your imagination what that is. Let's not say it's anything serious, but yes, it is what it is. And disappointment, Kudo's famous tagline is gone. Damn, that's a long one. They forgot the most important key part of Michi. She laughs like Donald Duck. So yeah, it is a little bit of Michi fun time, I guess, in this case. A little bit of Michi meme time. Her being herself, love each and every part of this because it does really show who she is. The pop-up shop for Hololive has opened up. The Hololive pop-up store opens today. It is at Los Angeles' Beverly Center. Monday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. Sunday, 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. Featuring Mori, Takanashi Kiara, but basically Callie, Kiara, Crony, Narissa, Elizabeth, and of course there will be meet and greets and things like that there as well. And of course Hololive has all the items that you would see there, as I had mentioned before. Just gonna show you the items itself, not read all the other kind of stuff. It's a Valentine's Day pop-up shop. It is before Valentine's Day, and I think it's going to lead up all the way to Valentine's Day. Here's all the stuff you can see here. And of course, you can also get some tickets and stuff like that through here. The Grimoire concert merch, actually, for Callie's upcoming concert later in February, for any merch that they have there. So of course, this is just to let you guys know a little bit of an update that it has opened up for anyone in the area or within driving distance of Los Angeles. You guys now have a pop-up shop where you can buy exclusive merch for that specific shop. Welcome back, everybody, to the VTuber Showcase, the place where I like to showcase up-and-coming VTubers of various sizes, shapes, forms, all different types. Why do I do this? I want to remind you guys, I do this because I want this to be a positive space for VTubers, a positive space where we try to bring everybody up, not tear each other down. Today we're talking about Yosh, or Yoshinom to you, a favorite scoundrel, YouTube partner, and VTuber. The fan art is there, other parts are there. Let's talk about what they're doing on Twitch. Here we go. They are a bit of a larger VTuber, but this was recommended to me by a community member, so let's take a look. Your favorite scoundrel stream Tuesdays and Saturdays starting at 7:30 p.m. MST, Mountain Standard Time, it looks like. Jump in and chat with me so I can save off my insanity. Taking a look right here. Let's take a look at what they've done.
I have faith in your abilities.
Okay, wait, hold on. Let me look at the numbers. 60, 48, 144, 108.
Majora says 22, so it's 84. Bingo! The crate flops open. Sweet loot.
Cheers, party. Right like a book. And here is their Yoshinom to you, their YouTube channel, which is also going to be, I'll at the very least put the @ down there in the description, as always. Thank you so much, Yoshinom, for allowing me to showcase you on my channel, and I do absolutely hope that this helps in some way. Thank you so much for watching. That is all the news that we have for today. Please let me know down below if you want to know any more news, or if you have any comments regarding anything that you saw here, which I will try my best to respond to. I love seeing your comments down below. Of course, as well, like and subscribe to the channel. That will give you more information every single day. I do 2 videos a day, so hopefully you enjoy.